Welcome in live from the Salt Creek Sports Center, just in time for another battle between the Naperville Bobcats and Chicago Portagers as we welcome you back into the Classic Creek here, the 5th season of the Chicago Portagers, this being their mainstay. But this is the first meeting between these two teams here at the Salt Creek Sports Center in the 5th all-time. We'll talk about more of those nuggets as we go here, but besides Gorz, my name is Luke Jorden. We got Mason Nielsen on camera, Charlie Fox, our producer, helping out today. Couple of Hawkeyes in the building, and even a former Hawkeye out on the floor for the Portagers as they look to remain undefeated as we go here. It is the winning against the winless in this battle, but you never know what can happen. Bruce Fougere for the Naperville Bobcats, he's been constructing the lineup and shape-shifting as the season kind of goes on, and you never know what chemistry lineup will kind of work out. So we're going to see how it goes, but first face-off is won by Chicago. And before we can even get into conversation, Paul Ruskowski will feed backside, and Bailey Smith is denied. Crease violation as is, but as we were saying, you play the game for a reason.
Naperville's still looking for that first win. Obviously, it'd be big to get against the Portagers, supposedly rival geographically. And, some of these guys could be friends, but, on the court, they all just want to get a win. You'll have those bragging rights, especially get a win in the BAL.
Naperville, not a terrible season in their inaugural year last year. They were 4-7, but as Rad mentioned, 0-4 at the moment. Here's a diving crease try save by David Leonard, who will start the first half of this game. Did confirm with Bailey Smith prior to the game they're going to make that halftime switch as they usually do. Wouldn't have expected really anything otherwise as they're going to whistle things back here. So Leonard starts the first half for Chicago. Bruce Fougere, who acts as the head coach, really will start the first half for Naperville, and with Devin Woodridge on the bench for the Bobcats, it's likely we'll see a change from them as well. So a bit of experimenting on both sides. Naperville, this is their 5th game, but they've only played against the same 2 opponents. They played Milwaukee twice, went 0-2 there, although a good fight last time. Lost by 2 in a pretty high-scoring affair. It's the most goals they've scored in a game. It's the only game they've had more than 7 this season, and maybe that'll get their offense into gear back here on a Friday night. So here goes their first power play opportunity. It's held up high, given to the near side. Nice shot block there by Luca DiCarlo back in the lineup for Chicago. It's been a couple of games since we've seen him on the broadcast. We'll work it up top now for Garum. Now far side shot goes wide, bounces off the foot of Senko, and now down below the line.
Naperville's been controlling it, honestly, with the possession. They got the power play. They're controlling the ball. They're controlling the game. They're bound to score one first. I predict they score first.
I don't think it's a bad prediction. I mean, not a bad opening possession. Power play percentage is usually about a coin flip. Not a terrible guess, but maybe a shorthanded strike here from Connor Peterson could be on the way. He's just trying to burn as much clock as he possibly can. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and there it goes. Bailey Smith might even try. Why not? Probably one of the easier saves in Bruce Fougere's timeline as a box lacrosse goalie. Just softly lofted towards and now carried back in by Naperville. Caden Smith. We will warn you, a lot of number changes, a lot of new names here for Naperville, kind of working as we go, but they will make names for themselves, and as you nailed it, Rad, they are the ones to score first.
You get the first one, that gives that team the upside. They might score more. They might go on a run. What was that, 36? Nate Olson.
That goal by Noah Walsh. Kind of walked near the Bobcat locker room prior to this game and just said, got a lot of changes, Bruce, and he was like, yeah, we're going to get you them as we go. And Noah Walsh, one of those newer names, is able to get the Bobcats on the board first. And leading against Chicago is something that they have actually never done. So there's a first. Portagers have won 4 of 4 all-time meetings, and 2 of them have been at the Edge, 2 of them at Naperville Lacrosse Arena. Never won here, oddly enough. Here's Ruskowski off the pipe.
Ruskowski, a great player.
Now carried the other way by the Bobcats.
A breakaway.
Here's Walsh again, and Leonard is over for the save that time. Alluri down in the corner. Karam around the horn now, right side, Caden Smith. Smith, backdoor feed, and that one angled away and pops right into the basket there for Leonard. And here comes Chicago. Flipped across the field to Connor Peterson. Now Paul Ruskowski, huge addition. And former Naperville Bobcat, played a couple of games in the black and gray last year. Rifles one at the dome of Fugere and is able to collect his own rebound. Driving in, flips it back, Lockwood. And now they can settle things down. That shot did get a shot clock reset, so we're at 22 and counting right now. Domek, Ruskowski, there it goes. Saved, two guys in front open for the rebound, and just flung out of the stick there for Peterson. Taken right back, Ruskowski for Smith, and Fugere makes a nice save. What a couple of looks there for Chicago, but nothing in the end.
Yeah, very good chances for Chicago. They need to score on those. Those are the chances you're getting. They haven't gotten much here in these first 3.5 minutes. They really got to capitalize on them, especially when Naperville scoring first. They're not used to just getting scored on first. Portagers usually dominating their games.
Chicago gets it back off the failure. Here's Kevin Signar. Talked about Hawkeyes. He formerly played with the Iowa Club Lacrosse team. Left side attack. Here's Lockwood. Left padded save by Fugere. And a nice start for him in this one. Bailey Smith, the Chicago captain, just able to keep it over. And they will calm things down. Another fresh shot clock. Backdoor. Kevin Signar can't tap it home. In the crease as it was, and Naperville now gets a hold. Lofted pass ahead. That looks to be Kai Hayes. I think Hayes might have shown up a little later. I didn't catch him, but thankfully we've seen him here on this floor before. Here, Senko goes between the legs of Leonard, and it's 2-0 Bobcats.
Yeah, the Bobcats taking advantage of all their chances. Obviously, Portagers look like they've had the majority of the chances in these first 5 minutes. The Bobcats getting to a 2-0 lead.
So how about this? An 0-4 team leading a 5-0 team 2-0. It's early, but it's quite the start that the Bobcats have been looking for all season. We talk about all the different combinations, and really good ignition of this one. Face-off battle there. Zach Ottolino for Chicago, but ending up victorious in the end. Michael Barton, 18 versus 19. Another Naperville possession. Any folks tuning in at this time, don't forget you can always tune in on the live chat. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. It's something we had a lot of fun with last game during a very fun Chicago-Milwaukee matchup. It's 3-0 Naperville in the meantime here. Caden Smith gets his first.
Great shot. Bobcats just taking all of their chances, and they're just putting it in the back of the net.
I mean, this is bizarre. Not the start Chicago had imagined, and one that Naperville had manifested all season. Haven't won in 11 months. And what a start here. Barton takes a spill. And now a 3-on-2. Lockwood can't retrieve that pass. And then it's just coughed up out of play by Chicago. Here's Noah Walsh switching hands, feeds to the backside. Bobcats 4-4 in Eastern Conference play last year. They struggled against Chicago, but were able to get a few scrapes away at Madison and Milwaukee as they turn it over there. Lockwood, a little shake and bake, opens up, finds Smith. Nice little tic-tac-toe, and there we go. First for Chicago. Comes
really
from Connor
great play
Peterson.
there by the Portagers. They're just passing the ball around, playing just the total lacrosse they need to play, move it around, just find those holes in the Bobcats' defense. And they got through it to get their first one.
All it takes is one to really get these guys going. We'll line things back up. 8:56 to go here in the first. 3-1. Anybody's ground ball here. Adelino couldn't get a hold of it, but Peterson does. Smith lofted up top. Ruskowski. Stutters, drives, gets inside, and scores. Pretty individual play for Paul Ruskowski, and the wheels are rolling now. Or should I say the paddles
really
for the Portagers.
Ruskowski, showing that Portagers aren't done yet. Obviously, still very early. That 3-0 meeting that meant nothing to the Portagers, and they're back within one.
Paul Ruskowski coming off a prolific career with the Lewis University Flyers. And he's putting this one right back into play. Him and Connor Peterson, the goal scorers so far. Shots on goal, 10-6. Domek for Signar, and that is unable to tie the game. Ends up and over and back. Adjustments being made. Ref is pointing to the far corner where they'll start things in with Noah Walsh. One of the 3 unique goal scorers so far. He wants a second, but is stonewalled by Leonard there. Now a restart for Chicago, but back on their own half. Great start to the season for the Portagers. They're 5-0 as it stands. As we mentioned, great matchup with Milwaukee, our last broadcast, 16-14 victory.
Yeah, very great game. Went right down to the wire, that one.
You know, last year, all 3 of their BLL league losses came during the national tournament. They were stellar at home, could just really never beat the Grand Rapids Grizzlies of the NABLL.
Chicago.
Just a great competition,
Chicago
a
hasn't lost
crossover
in the regular
between the 2
season
leagues.
in 17 games. Yeah, they've just been dominant.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's just the same chem. All these guys just consistently playing together for years. Ruskowski's a new name, but he's fitting in quite well. Bailey Smith unable to get that one to go. Quickly the other way in transition, Caden Smith. Smith in a one-on-one, and no run and gun here. He's going to hold off. And that one just wallops away.
Breakaway
From Joe Alluri. Chance ahead, but never completed. 6.5 to play here in the first. 3-2 in favor of the Naperville Bobcats. Good pressure here by Adelino. Over and back. That was the previous face-off battle we saw, and those two, not Fogos, not face-off, get-off guys. They are staying out there for some time. Now they'll change. As Colin Domek looks around. Now Connor Peterson, Calgary, Alberta native, flipped across the floor, but they can't connect with Lockwood. Good pressure by Peterson in deep, but it squirts out right to the goalie stick of Fugere. Nathan Olson. Seba Miller now coming off. Has no Walsh. Been a little bit since we've seen a goal now. Is it from Kai Hayes here? No, just can't corral. Hayes goes down. Williams helping him up from the floor as it's advanced ahead, and now a chance the other way. And just off the iron there from being tied. Late arrival for Chicago there. Is that Austin Curtis? I cannot tell. Just the way he moves, I want to say that's Austin. Maybe he forgot his jersey today because he usually wears 48, but that type of agility, that type of speed gives Austin Curtis vibes, so we'll have to check on that a half. Good feed in front, but a better save by Leonard. Under 5 minutes to go, Senko on some heavy pressure. Now advanced ahead, Kevin Signar entering the offensive end. Ruskowski opening up. Good feed. Peterson can't get a second.
Yeah, Ruskowski's just dominating this.
the
Anytime he
corner
gets the
now.
ball, he's making something happen. He's making a play to the goal, whether it's him by himself or he's making a play to send one of his teammates in the net.
Case in point, there's so many of those players out there, but this one's going to be waved off. Crease violation. Bailey Smith just couldn't tiptoe around. And now it's Senko. Zipping one across and a little bit too hot to handle for Michael Barton. Honestly, I mean, tell you what, if Ryan was here, I think he'd be talking not exactly the cleanest of starts for Chicago. They struggled on this against Milwaukee where they couldn't really get the gears turning until later on. And just see right now, you've got a couple of chances blooming, but really on both sides as of late, just not the best ball play, not the best passing, not the best decisions, as you see there.
They keep making these mistakes
much of a need to dodge
they just
there.
don't make. It's not their habits. Naperville got out to a great start too. Like they came out explosive. Not what the Portagers expected out of them, especially considering their record and how they've been.
Oh yeah. And it's so hard because, I mean, you don't know what to expect. You don't know who's going to be out there for Naperville, and that kind of deception clearly helping out at the start, but adjustment has started to come in here for Chicago as Largy just couldn't force that turnover. Almost forces another. This ground ball's up for grabs, and
yeah, Naperville's starting to get in shambles. They're losing the ball. They're making the key mistakes that the Portagers were making at the beginning of the game.
And they're stopping play dead. We've got a call here potentially. Looks to be the case. Wow. So, did not hear what this official said after, but he said bench minor, so Williams will go serve. And wow. So another power play chance here for Naperville.
0 for 1 already today in this game.
If the coin flip stands up to probability, good chance they could get one to go here. And here we go. Back in the same umbrella style. It's just a box with one up top. Kai Hayes will put it up top. That one hits the pipe. Will reset the shot clock, but they won't even be able to get possession. Little BTB pass.
Great
How about
pass
some Austin
there
Curtis
to
for
get
you?
that? That's 2-on-2 opportunity, and he just took advantage of the one guy coming back, passes it right away, and it's tied on the penalty kill too.
So now you got a Naperville crew trying to avoid going 0 for 2 on these man-up opportunities alongside a shorthanded goal conceded. So interesting start here. Just like that, we are finally tied. That's a nice backdoor feed. My goodness, it came out of nowhere. Just kind of waiting on the play to develop, and Joe Alluri snuck back there, somehow slotted it by the far side of David Leonard, and Naperville showing that they're not just a first quarter wonder here, or really first half of the first quarter wonder, where they've been silent since, but they find an answer there.
Number 36, that was Noah Walsh. Great patience, just wait for the backdoor feed, and he snuck it through Dave Leonard's legs.
I feel bad. I should have wrote these names down better. I'm not the best handwriter in the world.
There's the Porters.
You know, sometimes the motto here is we kind of just figure it out as we
need
go.
to
That's
respond
all we
here.
did.
They got 2 minutes here.
No question about that. Who's it going to come from here? Lockwood trying to set up Ruskowski, and they're starting to cover him a little more tightly. Risky lofting pass is going to bounce off the near glass. Picked up now by Olsen. Then it pops loose for Ruskowski. Here comes Paul Ruskowski charging down the lane. Trying to get on that strong right hand. Skips it across. Bailey Smith with the world to shoot. Hits the crossbar. No over and back. It hit the crossbar, so. Shot clock now resets to 30 and starts to tick down again. Here's Connor Peterson. Ruskowski for Smith. Couple of fakes and a better save. Fougere once again.
Fougere's been stellar this game. He's keeping the Bobcats in it. Just making sure they have a chance. Just making those saves that they need, especially when the Portagers are just putting pressure on them.
Smith just misfires. You do not see that often from in that tight. Something in the back of the play here. Looks like some sort of penalty, perhaps. Another bench minor. Somebody's got to serve it for Naperville. I still really don't know. I mean, been doing this. This is our 5th season doing it, and I don't remember many bench minor assessments here in this sport. Maybe I've just been deaf all this time, but that's now one to both sides. Both sides, should I say. A little bizarre. Good stick work by Senko. That's going to force an over and back. So Sam Senko gets his stick in the way.
The Bobcats have been really playing some great defense here. When the Portagers get on the zone, especially on this power play, you need the stellar defense that you've been playing the whole game, and especially to keep this lead too.
They'll be able to run out the rest of this first quarter. Maybe even find a goal in the end game, or just turn it over instead. Chicago won't mind that. Quickly up the floor. Curtis. Smith is crashing. They find him, but he can't strike. 8 seconds now. Lofted the other way. Chance for Caden Smith as the time expiring. A fake and a finish. And what a finish here to this first. 2 seconds. Not much is going to come out of that face-off, and Naperville is going to have a 5-3 lead after 15 minutes of action.
Advantage of everything. The odd man breaks, the counterattacks, just everything they can get. They're scoring on their chances. That's what the Portagers need to do. That's what they've been doing all season, taking advantage of everything they get. Get a taste of their own medicine.
How wacky is this? And nothing off the draw. Naperville with 5 goals in 15 minutes of action. Mind you, they have had one game this season where they've scored more than 6 goals overall. So what a start here, and you've got a couple of Chicago guys heading to the locker room, maybe looking for some tape, as hinted there by Bailey Smith. And it's a Chicago team that's a little bit shorter on numbers than usual, which is very bizarre for a home game. But I actually got to talk to Kevin Signar, tall number 11 in red, and he was talking about how Bailey Smith kind of constructing this roster, and they're not going to have a lot of guys now, but when they get to the Harvest Classic, they might have, or even in the late games, maybe even potentially next weekend, they're going to have a couple of additions, late season additions, that'll eventually have them for the Harvest Classic, and that's the tournament that they've kind of struggled in. Regular season, they know they've been great. They're still great. They're on the verge of losing their first game finally on July 31st. So just a bizarre start nonetheless, and a team that usually chems so well, the switch has flipped so far.
And they haven't lost a home game in over 2 years. Last time was September 14th, 2024, here at the Creek. So it's been a while since they've lost any game here, especially at home.
check our fan mail. Dave and Sally Ruskowski are tuned in from Oklahoma. You guys do a great job calling these games. Thank you so much. From Rad and Luke up here. We appreciate you tuning in as always. Love hearing the good old Paul stories and all. And then we've got Jarrett Body 4572. Yes, I'm very impressed with the stream. All right, there we go. I love it. Positive first quarter section here. All credit to Mason Nielsen, Charlie Fox, our new guys kicking it right into gear. As you'll notice, no Ryan Gutierrez bets today. He's done basically his last Portager home game that we know of. We don't know if we're going to be involved in the national tournament in Iowa come August 22nd. But no Ryan Gutierrez bets. So Rad has moved over from producer to color. It's been a pleasure to do that first with you. Looking forward to the next three. And Nate Royer, usual camera guy, is on his way somewhere in Michigan. I have no idea where, and hope he gets there safely. But we're dropping like flies out here, so we kind of had to find two guys off the street, and they're doing a great job. So
substitution and goal for the
thank
Bobcats.
you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Fugier's out. 34.
Wow. Okay. Good catch, Rad. That's Devin Woodridge. Into goal. The Illinois State MCLA helmet on for him. Fugier, who acts as the head coach of Naperville, now truly gets to entitle that bench boss role with the black jerseys on the left side here at the Salt Creek Sports Center. Just a little bit of a wait here. Not sure exactly on what. And here we go. Didn't take long for Chicago to get settled. That in front by Connor Cool, but taken away. Peterson now across for Smith.
I wonder how Chicago's going to approach this. A new goalkeeper in net. Obviously, in sports, you always want to tell everyone on the team, take shots, goalie's cold. And I wonder if they're just going to take shots on net. So maybe see one squeak by until Woodridge warms up.
Another possession gone to waste here. 1:08 now left to kill for Naperville. They're down a man at the moment, 4 on 5. See how they possess things here. Fresh half minute to light fire to. It's Barton. Curtis really starting to squander him now. Worked into the corner for Caden Smith. Barton. Smith will try. He almost had the hat-trick goal right there. And that's an over and back. Hesitant whistle from the far side, but we eventually get it. Still 25 seconds remain here on this man-up opportunity. Flipped across, and Ruskowski, that one denied. Woodridge can't really get control of it at first, and maybe a potential weakness to target already for Chicago. Fugier so good with those rebounds and collecting them, but a little bit of a struggle to get things going for Woodridge. But you've got to remember, he took warm-ups, probably not as many warm-up shots as Fugier. And then, crease violation, by the way, in and out. So it's going to be Naperville ball, but for Woodridge, you take that warm, you go in, you sit on the bench for 15-plus minutes.
No,
not easy to exactly get your body back into.
The muscles aren't as warmed up, you know, even during warm-ups. The longer the warm-up you have, the better you'll be warmed up.
I mean, Rad and I, both hockey players, we can relate to the, we'd appreciate a 15-minute warm-up like they do in juniors, but in high school you get 5, so it's tough. You can't really do exactly what you want to. Most of your warm-up kind of wires in from what you do off the ice, just like a little bit different for these guys today. The floor is usually perfectly open, really, when we get here to set up, Rad. I'm talking like 2 hours before, and had a couple of roller hockey guys out here today, so not as much floor time for both these sides to warm up. Domek rattles around. Ruskowski in front. Smith, oh my goodness, turnaround finish. Nope, never mind. Crease. That's how quickly a game like box lacrosse can flip heads on you. Woodridge starts the clear here. Screaming all around.
2-on-1.
And now 2-on-1. Domek. He wants it himself and will not cash in. Ten seconds already left here on the shot clock. Ruskowski, save Woodridge. Rattling out to the far side. Reset shot clock, so assume they won't rush as heavy here. But there is a lane for Domek. He tries to BTB. It's collected off the backboards, fed to the far side. Extra pass, Domek across. Another shot. Lockwood trickling on the line,
Portagers
and
really,
it's
they're
kept
playing
out.
their style of ball now. They're moving the ball around. They're using each other, and they're dominating in their offensive zone. Now it's just a matter of time of when they're going to get that goal to get within one and then just tie it up.
Really same crew out there on the previous attacking try. Smith denied on the backside. Senko, beautiful bounce pass ahead. But it couldn't be handled by Caden Smith. It's a 4-on-1. Surely, and they do. It's Peterson with his second. I'm sure there's a couple of chirps on their Chicago bench at themselves about how it took a 4-on-1 to really start to get that tempo back.
You'll never see that. Portagers usually score. They'll score 4 on the first 4 shots if they wanted to.
Yeah. No, when they are hot in the first, I mean, it's usually 4 on the first 7, 8, sometimes lower, as Brad mentions. You just never know what you're going to get. Adolino goes across. Here's Ruskowski trying to freight train ahead. He tumbles down alongside a Bobcat as well, and now it's trickling around. Kevin Signar is going to get a hold of it, or is he? Peterson will. Connor Peterson just scoring his second goal of this game. Here's Smith, fed in front. Kevin Signar, nothing but the world to work in front of. Then he tries to go around the world.
Yeah,
and
Signar's
cannot
trying to use
succeed.
that reach of his. Obviously, he's really tall, 6'5". He has got that reach. He can go around the net. He can use his reach to protect the ball.
He loves that wraparound try. You see it at least once, twice a game when he's really getting good time on the floor, and that he is today.
That's off.
What's going on here? Net fixing by Woodridge. This gives Naperville a chance to make some adjustments, get a few fresh faces out there. Bad pass, and taken away. It's DiCarlo advancing play ahead. He's got Williams. DiCarlo himself to tie the game at 5.
Great take there by DiCarlo. Obviously, he's a great player playing at Ohio Wesleyan. Ties it up here for the Portagers. He had the option to pass, but he took it himself. He has that shot to do it. He can place it perfectly. He did.
There's a couple of really good D3 Ohio schools, and Ohio Wesleyan is one of them for lacrosse. If any of you locals know about Elmhurst Lacrosse and their D3, I got the pleasure of working with them this spring, and as I have the previous spring, and Ohio Wesleyan came into play, and they just thumped Elmhurst, and that was unknown over the last 2 years. A road team coming in, just taking control. Flipped ahead. Here's a chance for Adolino. Another former Lewis guy, just can't get that one to go. Worked ahead for Senko. He's inside the circle, can't track the ball down. Then hawks it away. A little 2-on-1 action on the way. Noah Walsh walking in, tries to go 5-hole, good save. But DJ Lubes cannot collect the rebound. And Senko just caroms it around. Caden Smith. He's got 2 goals. 2 of the 5 for Naperville. Only one multi-goal scorer on each side so far. Connor Peterson, the 2 for Chicago. Can't find Olsen backside. Senko gets worked around, but it's taken right back. Never mind. He's got a penalty. Looks to be a little too much on the pressure there for Sam Senko. And here we go. So Chicago getting their try on the power play. Ruskowski charges into territory and scores.
It's always Paul. It's always Paul. You need someone to make a play. It's always going to be Paul Ruskowski. Great track record, even in high school, into college, and even now, just tearing it up for the Portagers. It's the first lead for the Portagers this game.
Crazy to think.
Took
Really
14 and a
is.
half minutes to get that. Well, no, wrong math.
I mean, took time, that's for sure. Sanko now stepping out of the box. Mr. Ruskowski never fails to deliver. Let's just go through it now. Since you like the Paul stories, 2 years ago, we were in Munich, Germany. I assume that's where Bayern is, right?
Yeah.
Surely. And Paul contacted the Munich Lacrosse Club, and he was able to practice with them, so it's pretty cool. Practice lasted 1 hour, then we sat around drinking beer and talking for 2 hours.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty German.
that'll do it.
That's a cool nugget right there. I'm going to be frankly honest, and I mean, I'm not saying I know nothing about lacrosse, but I did not know lacrosse was really played in Germany. I mean, you look at some of the world lacrosse tournaments, I feel like I never see
No, you always
Germany
see-
in
you
that
always
mix.
see the States or Canada. All those countries like where hockey's popular, you'll see that.
Yeah. A little bit of correlation between those two sports and the dominance, of course, U.S. and Canada. Got the Olympics coming up in 2028. U.S. and Canada are going to be really the main two to watch there. Sixes format, so it's kind of like this and it kind of isn't. It's going to be on field, but 6-on-6 and instead of what's usually nearly double that when you really add everything together.
It's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun, really fun to watch. First time, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, right? First time lacrosse is in the Olympics.
Yep. Watch out. Good pressure here from Lubes, but then good awareness by Walsh.
Ooh,
It's Walsh,
great
and he
patience by
scores.
Walsh. Gonna look for that, looking for
No,
that
Walsh.
opening. Gets through, gets past the two guys, takes a shot, and it squeaks in past Leonard.
Second goal for Walsh. 6-6. We just keep going back and forth here. Solid game here in Palatine.
It's on the penalty.
Wonder how busy the Metro's going to be on the way back. Just north of us. You go right up this street, the Metro's right there, and you've got, of course, Lollapalooza going on in Chicago right now.
Always brings in everyone, not even from just Chicago, just everyone from the U.S.
Yeah. The pressure by Sanko here. This weekend in general, big Chicago recruiting bulletin board material for tourists and others. Signar going across. You got Liverpool versus
did,
Leeds
yeah.
on Sunday at Soldier.
That'll
That's going to
definitely,
bring in
that'll
some
definitely
people.
bring a lot of fans. A lot of Liverpool fans here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah.
Really? I don't think a lot of people would like you then. I don't have anything against any sort of fan. Right hand up of accountability. I don't follow the EPL too tough, but I'll definitely start to watch it more. I'm one of those kind of bandwagons, to be frankly honest with you, with the World Cup really started to get me more glued. I
Ooh.
followed a lot of MLS, but it's because it's local. Bailey Smith, I mean, you want to talk about the absolute top atom of the left corner. He just hit it there. That was pretty nice.
He's going back and forth. Shots 24-6, 24-11 in favor of the Portagers. They're dominating, just not capitalizing on these chances. They're getting back into their rhythm, but still not just that level they've been playing the whole season.
Yeah.
What though, makes for a good game, no question
Tell you what, though, makes for a good game. No question about that. 2024 national champs being fought down to the needle here against a team that's 4-11 all time as a franchise. And what a fight it's been. And heck, we were almost tied yet again, if not for the right shoulder of David Leonard. This will likely be Leonard's last 7 minutes here as we tick under that time in the second. Brian Larson likely to fill in the second half, or actually will fill in the second half unless they somehow make a change from what they stated would happen. I'd be very curious if Bruce plays the third and Woodridge plays the fourth.
That looks like the most likely situation.
I don't see a scenario where Bruce doesn't play at least another quarter. Not to say that Woodridge hasn't played solid.
They've both been playing spectacular. Well, all the goalies have been playing good. It's just a matter of just the teams are getting the chances. They're getting those chances that they're burying, and there's just nothing the goalies can do about it.
I don't remember the last time frame where I've seen two goalies both play in a game and play unequal time. You don't see really pulling of goalies often in this sport. That one out of reach for Ruskowski. He's going to collect it in front of the net. Woodridge just turns and makes the save. That was just
a behind the back save.
Tremendous damage control. Now it's Kevin Signar, and the legs close from Woodridge. I was just about to point out Woodridge, especially when Chicago's possessing, he holds a wide 5-hole. But right there, I mean, he's showing it just to shut it down. Right when that shot comes, really intelligent. It's almost at 20 saves. Here's Smith blazing by, and Leonard makes a save. There's Curtis. Now Smith takes a check from Sam Sanko. He switches on to Ruskowski, gives him a nice little hack on the left glove. Ruskowski just says, you know what, I'm going to score right in front of you. And it's 8-6 Chicago.
First 2-goal lead for the Portagers. And who else? Still Paul.
Yep. Remains 63 in red. Just a unit out here. Luca DiCarlo taking this face-off for Chicago. Prior to playing with Ohio Wesleyan, he was actually the team captain at Libertyville High School. Got a Liberty High School grad up here. Our camera guy, Mason Nielsen. Small world. And how's that for DiCarlo? Perseverance to win that face-off. Put outside for Smith. Just floated across the floor to Ruskowski. He's got a lane, and he's going to take advantage. What else is he going to do? That's all he does.
He's not scoring, he's passing. If he's not passing, he's scoring. He's always doing something on this court. That's his fourth of the game.
What a huge addition. You've got Naperville on the other end, just a little bit jealous. Ruskowski played a few games in that uniform last year, but wasn't exactly a common face per se. And as far as I recall, in the games I saw, if he played, he didn't get a lot of time. And here he comes to Chicago after a magnificent senior year at Lewis, and just has dominated out here. Largy dominated that fight down in front of the Bobcat bench. Largy tries to drop it off for Peterson. Good pressure. And finally they can get a clean pass off. With only now a dozen seconds left to shoot on the shot clock. Backdoor, Kevin Signar can't work it into the top right. Recollected by Lockwood. He'll go across, and Kevin Signar just bobbles it like ever. Come on, Kevin. I expect better from you. Open space for Olsen. A little selfless there on the pass. Might have had a chance to shoot. 4 minutes to go here in the second. 9-6 Chicago. Here's Hayes. Sanko collects it off the wall. Sanko underhand shot, whips around. And a shot clock violation.
Portagers, they've really tightened up on their defense, Chicago. They haven't let Naperville get a shot on goal. They've had one shot on goal, I'm pretty sure, in this second quarter. It's the second quarter.
Yeah. You see a lopsided, it's become 29-12 now, shots on goal. Here's number 29, Colin Domek, across for Ruskowski. Nice little evasion move. Domek for Peterson. Save Woodridge. Shot clock reset. Smith plenty of time and space to grab that rebound. In front, Peterson. Underhands one just wide. 2-on-1. Caden Smith with 2 goals in this game. Forced off. Good defending. Extra man coming, and the shot won't go for Matthew Garum. Creates this the other way. Terrifying face to see coming at you on the breakaway, but Austin Curtis gets denied. What a save by Woodridge. The intimidation that man brings, but not enough to shake off Woodridge. Former Division I player at Jacksonville, Austin Curtis on that chance. Garum now chases down in the near corner, 2.5 to play in the first half. Smith settling down. Here's Hayes from distance. Awkward bounce. Pinballing its way around before, now finally corralled, and now Leonard, stick in the right spot, makes the save. Just the 8th save for Leonard. Not a diss to him, more a compliment to his defense. Only allowing 14 shots here in the first 28 minutes. Save Woodridge. It is trickling, and it finds its way through. Ruskowski has his 5th goal as they put a line through the tally.
Half the goals for the Portagers.
Just heard somebody say from the bench, I want to say, not bad. Not bad. Jarrett saying, big fan of the 6v6 format for the Olympics. I think it'll be great for people who haven't seen the sport. I absolutely agree. That arcade style feel, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Good save there by Woodridge. I think, here's Curtis. I was just about to talk about field lacrosse. You want to talk about somebody who dominated that sport as he finds his first of this game. Former first team all-conference selection at Jacksonville U. But as I was saying, field lacrosse, when you're just kind of handed it and you just watch it without any knowledge or any research or background, it's tough because it's a lot of just settling, very long possessions, right? But when you become a lacrosse player or you become more bought in the game and you see the formations they're running, the cuts they have, everything like that, it makes it so much more fun to watch. And it's a good point because a lot of these Olympic viewers will be saying, okay, what's lacrosse? Let's check it out. And they're going to see back and forth, just like this, really. I mean, back and forth. And it's going to be an absolute blast for those people who will hopefully eventually pick up a lacrosse stick for the first time.
I watched my first field lacrosse game a couple months ago, Downers Grove Lacrosse. I had no idea what I was watching. I had my boys tell me what this game was all about. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you honestly, I formerly played at Palatine. There were some games where I'm like, I don't know how people are even enjoying this. Because, like, when you're watching good, like, D1, D2, D3 field lacrosse, it's good. But high school in general, sometimes, if it's not the best teams, it's tough at times. If just simple passes aren't connecting, which I can experience. I can say I firsthand experienced that playing it. Here's Curtis, 2-on-1. For Williams, save. Early celebration, premature there by Chicago. 2:20 to go here in the first half.
Shot clock.
Just hoping my voice makes it through this first half. I'm dying over here right now. Could use a nice glug of water. Nice defense. Lubes taps it ahead. Will be a chance from distance at the buzzer. Walsh might have gotten the piece of the right pad at Leonard either way. 5-goal gap now. And Chicago will take that lead into a 15-minute halftime break. Before we head to the break, Rad,
Chicago got back into their rhythm. They started off really, really slow, not the usual lacrosse they're playing throughout the whole season. And then Naperville came out just buzzing. They came out scoring 3 right away, going up 3. But the Portagers show how good of a team they've been. They show how they're winning 17 games in a row, how they haven't lost at Salt Creek in 2 years. They're just showing how the good teams play good. Great teams can come back from a lead and get past resilience, and they can overcome all the variables.
Really good second half to that first half, per se. Great second quarter as they have a 5-goal lead headed into the break here, as we will check back here on the Chicago Portagers YouTube channel for this.
And we are back here at the Creek here. If you're just joining us, Luke Jorden here with Rad, Gorz, Capistrand. What are the names? Chris Fox.
Charlie Fox, Mason Nielsen with us as well. Pleasure to have them as we start this second half, 11-6 Chicago.
Naperville had a great start. Portagers didn't have their best start. Went down 3 right away to Naperville. They came back, and now they're up 11-6 as the Portagers takes possession in the offensive zone. It's 29 to Domek. Handing it over to the captain, Bailey Smith. Ruskowski passing it to Domek right in front for a chance. Shot by Smith, goes wide. As Bobcats retain possession. Bobcats looking to get back to that offensive spark they had in the first quarter. Didn't have much of it in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the usual indicator that the Chicago offense is going is when they get that play that you just saw there, that third guy cutting in. They know where he is right in time, right in front of the crease, just couldn't capitalize there. And another thing I've noticed today, Bailey Smith a little bit inaccurate. I think he's going to be able to fix that
And
here.
that's what halftime's for. Halftime's for you.
Oh.
Bailey Smith.
That was a bad slash, and they're going to whistle this down. Bailey Smith does not go down easy. I can say that about practically any player out here, but Bailey of them all, you know that one's got to be stinging either his wrist or his forearm right now, as I saw from over here.
As the Portagers captain.
And
Bailey Smith and the ref going at it. The ref's even confused on.
Yeah, so this is bizarre. I mean, this ref knows Bailey well. Bailey is always talkative with the refs, and usually in a polite manner. But this is bizarre. Because now they're saying it should have been Chicago ball, I guess, because they're saying where was the location of the ball when he blew the whistle for the injury. Now we go for a face-off on a non-goal. Rad, this is fifth season for me. I've never seen this.
You always learn something in any sport.
Bizarre.
Even hockey, I always see stuff I've never seen before. So much to learn. As they're back on the way, Bobcats get possession. They're fumbling. They can't get a hold of it. The Portagers eventually win that face-off. Peterson gets it over to.
You know something else I saw about the penalty calls? There were 4 too many men's. Yep, and I have seen those before, but I just couldn't recall. But they're still not common. Maybe
really
one a game if you're lucky.
You'll get chewed out even if that happens.
Oh, yeah.
So Naperville finally gets possession here. Nearly sends that one straight to Dave Leonard's head. That one hit. Oh! A snipe 5-hole for number 19. Number 14. Michael Barton.
Yeah, Barton with a beautiful backhanding try there. Usually when guys try to get that shot off, it's a slow floater, but his flick there sent that ball flying past Brian Larson, who I honestly didn't think he was expecting that ball would come in that fast. And Larson, that's his welcome into the game there.
Ruskowski takes a shot, goes bar out. Ruskowski just getting those chances, for either creating them or getting involved in them.
Yeah, and it's a great job by Fougere to not make anything look open there. Fougere back in, we talked about, he played the first, Woodridge the second, so looks like Fougere the third and probably Woodridge the fourth. Here we go, having to defend Ruskowski again for Naperville.
Body. He has a great frame here. He's standing at 6'3", 240 from Oklahoma. Just a great lacrosse player, using his frame, using all the advantages he can take. As the Bobcats, we're going to get something going here. Still down 4 even after that goal. Caden Smith finds a teammate on top. Oh! A great shot there behind the back by number 17, Evan O'Brien. the D1 player at Bellarmine puts the Bobcats within 3 now. And they're just crawling back.
Yeah, that was sweet. Some of the angles these guys find on their shots, I'll go to the school nearby, play wall ball or something when I used to play, and I would try to recreate something like that. And you just can't. You throw it at the wall awkwardly, or it'd come off really soft, or it'd float right onto the ground. And I don't get how they're able to pull off shots like that. It always impresses me.
Carlo finds Peterson. Peterson on the left wing side. Back to Peterson. Peterson driving to the middle. Finds Signar. Sends that one to the net. Rebounds there. Doesn't go in. Had an open net.
Oh, wow.
The Bobcats are on the other way. Signar back checking. It's a 1-on-2 for the Bobcats. Saved by Larson. Big save by Larson, redeeming himself after that goal he just didn't expect. Peterson coming back now with possession. Bailey Smith back out there after he got hurt on his last. Oh, and a goal. And Bailey Smith gets an assist right away coming off the bench. And that was Connor Lockwood with the goal there.
Yeah, Lockwood, a nice little move to evade by. He knows he can beat that near side with speed, and he just cuts right to the goal. And then Fugere, who's expecting a short side stuffing, just gets completely beat on that far. Nice overall sequence there from
Portagers
Lockwood.
regain their 4-goal lead, up 12-8 with 11:27 left in this third quarter. As that one gets away from the faceoff, put a hold between the faceoff takers. Portagers lose possession. Bobcats going all the way on the counter. So 3-on-2. Oh, mis-aimed pass. It's Kai Hayes. Looking forward to takes a slash, and it'll be a penalty on Kai Hayes for the slash. Extra attacker out there for the Portagers. Shot saved by Fugere. Ball in the corner. Portagers keep possession, and that'll stop play.
And now they call a slash. So Bailey Smith, a little bit delayed, gets his wish here, and it's going to be on Kai Hayes. It was way back on the other end, it seemed to be. Hayes knew it. Chicago bench was chirping him a little bit. He was laughing along with it, but all laughs go to serious faces now as you've got the scary unit of Chicago out there for 2 minutes or potentially less, depending on when they score. Bailey Smith back into the game now. He's going to really quarterback this man advantage, and we'll see how Bobcats will try to play it in that box.
Portagers 32 shots in this game. We're gonna they might reach 50. It's by the end of this game.
I would believe
Peterson. Now Laruskowski. Back to Peterson. Smith thought about it. Gets to Peterson, who takes a shot. Saved by Fugere. Fugere gonna take all the time he can take away from this power play, and he'll send it all the way down.
I mean, yeah, and don't get me wrong, a lot of success scoring.
Near own goal there.
Terrifying for Chicago. But their misfires, they've either been right on the chest of Fugere or they've just been missing. They haven't had a lot of top left, top right, bottom left. A lot of weird misses today. That one a little closer, trying to go 5-hole.
Fugere will get it through. He got past Connor Peterson. Larson will recover it back. Wants to get over to Peterson. Skowski, number 18, Zach Otolino. Otolino, gets a chance to fumble the ball on the way to the net. That's 8. 45 left on this man advantage for Chicago. Peterson taking his time with it, no need to rush. 20 left.
Yeah, it was a great job by Adolino to help reset that possession because now you can take your time.
I lost the ball
fake
there,
from Smith.
Thought he kept that. Smith with the shot, pass by Peterson.
I was going to say, is this going to count? Wow, okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Smith might have been in the crease there. His planted foot was, I'd say, really the start of his toe, if I were to guess, was in that crease. But
No VAR here.
he'll take it. No VAR. It's so tough as an official because you have to watch where the ball is going. You have to watch where the feet are moving. And that one, I think, just from that angle for that near side official, he just wasn't able to tell. But I think from up here, that more overhead look. Bailey, you get the goal. I give you credit for the goal. But if I were the ref, I would have taken that.
Lost stick there by
Yard sale.
DiCarlo. And that'll be a call. Power play incoming for the Bobcats, looking to get a goal back. That one getting fumbled. Gorz will take possession. And it'll be Luca DiCarlo going to the box.
Yeah, just a little bit too much of a tussle there for DiCarlo. He started to grapple to start and then got tied up. Nothing much he could do there in the end. And now Naperville gets their chance to strike. I mean, if they can just prevent this game from being 6+ goals apart, they're always going to be in it. We've seen their little streaks, especially at the start of this game. I mean, their offense is dishing in. They're on pace for what should be their best offensive performance of the year. So they just got to keep things going. They got to keep shots running. I mean, Larson hasn't faced that many shots into this game so far. Test him. Make him work for it.
That's not what the Bobcats
Oh boy.
need.
They'll be able to
They
keep
need
that
to
over.
make the simple passes, get them on target as well. Can't fumble these opportunities. Saved by Larson. Hayes fighting for that rebound, getting mauled by two Portagers. Portagers, Bobcats moving the ball around. Oh, gets that through. What a shot! Nearly impossible angle there. Don't know how that one got through and short side even.
Yeah, I mean, some of these low-to-low shots have been magnificent today. That, I mean, going bottom right from that spot, considering the position of Larson there, I would have said, what the heck are you doing? But he finds the absolute smallest crevice and sneaks it past that left pad of Larson, and that's confidence. And when you're Caden Smith and that's your hat-trick goal right there, it's only going to give you more confidence. And watch for 81 in black to get the ball a couple more reps here in this third and then eventually fourth, because I think he's going to really become their main source.
As the Bobcats get possession of that after the face-off.
It's over and back.
No call. Shot blocked there by Lockwood. Lockwood gains possession after the block. Lockwood fighting for it, using his body to fight past it. Crease violation. The Bobcats gonna move up yet again. Walsh gets it over to, that's Hayes now with the ball, takes a shot, saved by Larson. Larson gonna look for a long pass. Barely gets it, oh.
That over and back they catch. So tough there for Chicago because it looked like Naperville off the initial face-off might have had an over and back, and then they eventually make their way back to midcourt, and then
nearly a great
it comes
take
the other
there
way.
by Noah Walsh. Still a great take, just didn't finish it. As the Portagers are going to go back up court. 3-on-2 with a back checker. DiCarlo takes it around himself, shoots wide. Peterson with the ball near the blue line. On the left side, makes a cross-court pass. Shot by Domek goes wide. Another shot straight into the knee pads of Fugere. Scramble on the left side. An overhead pass. Picking it himself, shot. It gets through. It's number 28 for the Portagers.
Yeah, that one, that should be Austin Curtis, I want to say. He usually wears 48, but He's wearing 28 today. I joke about it, but I think he might have genuinely forgot his jersey because I've never seen him wear 28 in my life, and he is a fifth-year Portager, so
Former D1 athlete
could
as well.
very much be the case. But it's funny because when you've been around this for so long and you just see the movement of that guy, you say, I mean, you could put him at any number possible, and I'd say that's Austin Curtis because he's one of those guys over time that becomes so recognizable because of the way that he shoots, the way that he makes transition plays. Just, he's everywhere on the floor, really.
Another guy that's everywhere on the floor is Paul Ruskowski here with the ball. Ruskowski, finds a pass to the middle of the Lockwood. Couldn't control that. A long forward pass for Evan O'Brien. The 2-on-1. Could not connect on the pass. And Naperville needed that chance. Down by 5. They needed something to spark a comeback. Ruskowski taking his time. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Portagers. Domek thought about it, didn't take it. This is over Ruskowski. He saw Lockwood there. Lockwood didn't see the pass. Possible 2-on-1, no. Pass couldn't connect. The Portagers, no passes connecting. The ball is just going around. Going back and forth like volleyball.
Yeah, a couple of high bounces today.
Lockwood. Where's the ball?
Not what I'd recommend to do there for Bruce. Not what I'd recommend to do there for Bruce. I think he just kind of got lost in the moment. He's a vet. He knows in that situation where you don't know where it is, take a step out forward. You don't want it to leak out of your gear and fall in.
Skowski takes a shot off the left shoulder of Fugere. Domek battling with it.
A relentless battle here by Curtis. This is what I'm talking about. He glues to you, and he forces a failure on Naperville. It's just incredible.
It's great forechecking there by Curtis. Skowski taking it. He thought about it. Takes a shot. It's still loose. Fusere's losing this ball.
Yeah, a bit of a tough one to see because that ball looks orange to me, right? And it was falling through that red crease and just trickled by the far post.
Bobcats now. Ruskowski missed the tackle. Noah Walsh sends it over to Joe Alluri. Joe Alluri taking it around. Took a shot. Larson locked that one up.
Got to change the approach here for Naperville. You want to go a little bit more side to side on Larson. And that's a failure on Chicago.
That's not a mistake you want to make either. Both teams have made that mistake, and it causes them great scoring chances. See the Bobcats take advantage as that's Alluri with the ball.
Weird little self-inflicted wounds today. Too many men's, a lot of failures. Not too many shot clock violations. They've been good on punctuality with the ball, but
Alluri looking for a pass, goes behind the back. Couldn't connect.
And now a penalty here on Chicago. I did not catch that one. But it's on Lockwood.
As the Bobcats are going to look to take advantage of this power play here. That one fumbled. Moving it around to Alluri. Moves over to Hayes. Hayes trying to go over. Finds a pass and he scores. It's number 31 for the Bobcats, Seba Miller. As it looked like Kai Hayes was going for a shot there. He gets the pass, connects, open net there, and he puts it away.
And that's impressive by Kai because Kai's younger than me, and he looks like a mature man out there with that type of play. He might have the shot, but he sees a better chance on the other side, makes the pass, and personally, I wouldn't have made that pass. I don't think a lot of people my age would have made that pass. Usually when you see the lane for a shot, you take it, but that's just having that lacrosse IQ that flips over. He's somebody who's really adapted to the box game super well.
He's playing at St. Ambrose this fall, or next spring.
Yep. Previously committed elsewhere, but I'm glad he found his home there with the Bees.
Bees?
Sick mascot, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if it's Fighting Bees or Bees, but I think it's just St. Ambrose Bees. And how often do you hear
Love
just
the Hornets,
Bees?
come on.
You hear the Hornets sometimes, but like...
South Pride.
Well, especially you, yeah.
Oh, great shot there. Oh, again. And they're just going at it in the net. Austin Curtis tried a cheeky little back behind his head shot. Curtis with the ball now. Curtis sends it over to Bailey Smith. Bailey Smith taking his time with it on the right side. Over to Ruszkowski. Been dominant this game. 5-goal performance with many more assists. Ruszkowski sends over Smith. Could have finished it. Oh, looking for Peterson. And Peterson put it into Fuger's knee pads.
Yeah,
that
great
one a
save
bad
there by
turnover.
Fuger.
Ruszkowski with a
Bad
breakaway.
turnover here, though.
Scores. He's going to take advantage of that anytime he gets.
That's so smart by Ruszkowski because there's been so many fakes, and then they'll go high. They'll try to go top right or top left, right? And then that brings Fuger's shoulders high. It makes him lunge out, and then the 5-hole's wide open. Just slots it right in there. I don't think Fuger's left anything that wide open to shoot at in quite a while. That's first illegal procedure on the face-off all day.
I haven't seen that one.
Just went early, I think. Happened so quick.
Ruszkowski makes a pass, and it's his goal. It's number 29, Colin Domek.
Yeah, how about the Portager vet Domek on the board? Ruszkowski spreading the love now, setting up that play. And Domek, he's very consistent. He will score the opportunities you expect him to score like
the
those.
Naperville native coaching at Concordia University. Domek, assistant coach at Concordia University.
Yeah, great coach, from what I've heard. Sorry if you can't tell. We can't hear each other today, but I'd say we're making the best out of it. We can still hear each other pretty well for the most part.
Something goes wrong, we have backups.
Well, I tell you what, there used to be games where the speakers up here would blare music during the game, and it was just good luck hearing each other, even with the headphones on, and you could hear each other through the headphones. It was just, we're
that
pretty quiet today.
It gets past. And a bit of a board celly there by Connor Peterson.
Yeah, talk about somebody that hasn't been quiet. That top line, really everybody, Peterson, Ruszkowski, Smith, Domek, everybody has been loud on that floor, whether it's with their play or just communicating to each other. You just see the chem, and it just sticks so well over time.
There's a little under a minute left here in this third quarter. Face-off won by the Portagers. It's Connor Cool who got it to Curtis, over to Smith. Oh, and it gets in. Barely trickles in past Fuger. As it looks like it was a couple inches into the net. 18-10 now. That only took 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're starting to bleed through now. I think Bruce is a little tired. Makes sense. I mean, they stopped tracking shots, but what?
40.
That's got to be at least 42, 43 shots now for Chicago in this game. My neck hurts from looking to the left so much here in this third.
It's Connor Cool to take the face-off again. It's Michael Barton. Still fighting for it. As O'Leary gets the ball, gets tackled right away by two Portagers. Smith with the ball down the right corner. Cross-court pass over to Lockwood. That's Curtis over to Bailey Smith. Bailey Smith finds Lockwood with a behind-the-back shot. Saved by Fuger. Smith takes one to the net. Curtis the ball, looking for a pass. No shot clock in the last 5. That one couldn't connect. Fuser's just going to hold the ball. As that'll mark the end of the 3rd quarter, the Portagers finally bleeding out, showing themselves, showing their real selves here that they've played all season.
Yeah, that was a lot more Portager brand ball. Just really took my breath away at the end of that 3rd. That was so much attacking, so many great chances, and Bruce Fuger probably in some relief right now around his Naperville guys, as you see on your screen, just getting his guys together, being able to catch a breath because so much on him there, and Woodridge does look ready to go here in this 4th. But this is, I mean, you might call me crazy. This is still a game, but I feel like if Chicago gets the first 1 or 2, it is long gone. And it looks like they are adding on the shots now, so I guess they're just doing it quarter by quarter. They just put on now 26 total for Naperville on the Chicago end. They haven't started adding them yet. Let's take a guess. I'm gonna say 46.
48. Or 48.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Come on. Great job, Mason. Here we go. Come on.
No way. No way.
Let's go. Nailed it on the head. 46 shots.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Great job by our crew. That is awesome.
What a guess.
That's the type of stuff in an 8-goal game that keeps you guys on this
Time to
broadcast.
go buy a lottery ticket,
I
no?
mean, yeah. Sometimes I forget that I can buy a lottery ticket. It's weird.
I still got a month. September 8th till I'm 18.
Got Ralph Cox saying Signar, all caps. Big Kevin Signar fan,
reference?
me as well. Yeah, I guess it might be Ralph Cox himself. Kevin Signar, 11 in red. That's who he's referring to. He's a very tall guy to miss. I call him the Applejacks character sometimes. He just kind of gives
Former
me
high
that
school
vibe.
hockey player at Prep.
Did a great job.
Prep Hockey Club.
Yep. Did a great job working on Sports Complex Ice Arena's ice this summer. Big ice maintenance guy. Works at the same park district that I do. He's an ice guy. I'm just a hockey coach. And in his free time, he is a heck of a lacrosse player as well. So here we go on the 4th. It is pushed ahead by Adelino. And we're back underway. Smith right into action. Ruskowski has the left side of the goal open, but he's denied there. Smith backdoor feed, save Woodridge. So Woodridge missed some time, but he's back, and he is put to the test again. And it finally sneaks through. Paul Ruskowski with a wraparound go
Number 7
there.
on the game for Ruskowski. What a take around the net. Just Woodridge made 2 big saves, but he couldn't make that 3rd one. And the Portagers hit 19 goals, 1 shy of 20.
You know, they're the players with crazy reach like Kevin and others that you'd expect to pull the wraparound. And Paul doesn't strike me as that good save there by Woodridge just because he's such a sniper. But he finds a way. As Peterson denied there, Woodridge makes a stop. And it's just a barrage of opportunities right now. Early on in the 4th for Chicago. Kevin Signar trying to add his name to the list, but can't do such. Ruskowski has put his name there 7 times. Tries to get an assist for Signar, but it won't happen. Naperville is just all over the place right now, which leads to another chance and another save from Woodridge. Pardon me. That was a bad lisp. Here's Smith. Shot clock's at 20, by the way. That's how many looks they've gotten here. It just keeps resetting. Woodridge, another save. And finally, he can take a deep
not
breath.
letting up on this offense, even up 9.
Kai Hayes fresh off the bench. He's got a chance and can't hang on. would not have counted anyway for a crease violation, but definitely an interesting-looking carnival-like play. See if there's any Portagers willing to go around the merry-go-round again. 2 wraparound goals today. Nope, Domek just plain and simple, but great save by Woodridge. Olsen gets a hold of it and just dumps it off here to this near side. Right back in we come. I mean, I just can't keep up. It's that simple. Colin Domek will find his second of the game.
50. 50-second shot of the game.
Second for Domek. Smith is a multi-goal scorer. Peterson's got 3. Ruskowski's got 7. Along with a couple of individual goal scorers as well. This is a team that's doing it without Chase Bruno today and doing it well. The Denver product. Face-offs were definitely a question. No Noah Pressman for Chicago, and Adelino, DiCarlo have done a great job at the dot. Case in point, Ruskowski's going to be first to this ball, and he'll win the ground ball as well. Now it's Domek. Peterson. 2010 reads the scoreboard. I was 5 years old back then.
I was 2.
Domek. Oh, wow. From a distance. That's the hat trick now for Domek. Really has come alive in the second half.
How old
21 to 10. And
how old would you be in 21-10?
Oh, gosh. Well, not alive probably, but Blackhawks finally win the cup that year, maybe, Charlie? What am I saying? I'm so ungrateful. I literally lived through 3 cups in 5 years,
Could
and
be a
I'm
Leafs
complaining right now. It's true. It's very true. This is actually the identical score of the first ever meeting between these two teams. First game in Naperville franchise history, 21 to 10, but it was played at the Naperville Lacrosse Arena. Chicago is very much on pace to be 5-0 against Naperville all time after this. I know the score looks misleading, but this is the best fight the Bobcats have ever put up, and it's not even close. Had that first quarter lead, 5-3 at one point. Cool backdoor. Can't get it to go. This is the 4th meeting out of 5 between these two that has been played in July. Interestingly enough, very common month for BLO games, but you'll get your fair share of August, you'll get your fair share of late June. And
especially in such a small conference, you'll play the same teams just in July in these months.
Well, yeah, looking down the line for Naperville, it's going to be a lot of the same. They have to play Madison twice to close out their schedule with the Rivermen in between. Fort Wayne will be
Playing
coming
both
into
teams.
town.
The Rivermen will be.
Yep. It's going to be a bizarre weekend. We plan on having 3 of the 4 broadcasts for you. I have to do some confirmation. Good save there by Larson, but I think the early game on Saturday between Naperville and I want to say Madison. I don't think we'll have that game for you, unfortunately, which is a shame. I think that'll be a really good game. Here's Ruskowski. Nice diving effort to the goal, and Superman comes onto the scene to make it 22 to 10. Get a look there. 22 goals, 55 shots. 22 goals to the 28 Naperville shots. That's probably the biggest takeaway from that board. A very lazy second half for Brian Larson. He just gets a kick back and maybe get him a nice hammock over there. Curtis scores 23 to 10. And now the clock is running. So you folks at home, if you want to set a timer, it's at 10:08, 10:07 as I speak. If you want to set a 10-minute timer right now, that's when the game's going to end. So we'll be out of here by 8:48. So that's above on time. Usual game's about 2 hours or so. Guess we're getting the pitch clock here. A little shortened. 23 goals for Chicago. Most they've ever put up is 25, I believe, 2 years ago.
And they're at 24.
And they're at 24.
It's
So
possible.
get those record books out. We're close. Note from Charlie that Paul is practically a third of the share of goals, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I can't keep track right now. I've given up. I'm just going to say he's got a lot. He's got a lot. He's got a lot. Figure it out. In the meantime, I do want to look and see and confirm that all-time high for the Portagers because they're on good pace. Here's Smith. Save Larson. Has not been a bad offensive game for Naperville. This is the second most they've scored in a game this season. It's the most they've ever scored against Chicago, tied for that. Presuming they'll score a goal in the next 8:40, it will be the most they've ever scored against Chicago. Save there, Woodridge. Here's Lockwood. Woodridge got a piece of it. Followed up by Peterson and denied as Townsend grabs the rebound. And he flips it ahead for Smith. Smith has been a bright spot for Naperville. Shake and bake from Walsh. Eight minutes to go here in the fourth. Shot block there. Never a fun shot block to take when you're up 14, but these guys just eat it. Most goals Chicago has scored this season is 21. So they've already topped that. Out in front, it's DeCarlo, and number 25 scores a golden birthday goal per se. It's 25 to 10.
Shots for the Portagers as well.
My gosh. Doing one last check. So yeah, it was 25, a 25-5 victory back on July 20th, 2024. That is the most for the Portagers all time. They scored 25 another time in 2023. No, 27 also in 2023. You know they're still going for the record. So 27's the record.
41.6 shooting percentage for the whole Portagers team.
This is tied for the second most all time. And now we get to see if anybody wants a shot at history. Good rush here by Walsh. He just twists one wide of the goal. You can tell they're going for it. Here is a 2-on-1 Curtis. Still a lot of time, 6:06 in counting. Domek's got a hat trick. Maybe even more at this point. Domek wants another. How'd that fall into the breadbasket of Curtis? I don't know how. All counts the same in the end, though. Hayes off for Samchenko. Nice save
Even
by
though Larson's
Larson.
gotten a few shots in this quarter, he's still been relentless here. Any shots he gets, he's saving them, not letting a goal in a couple minutes.
Nice kick save by Woodridge. Does allow for a reset. Chicago still has the ball. Peterson down in the corner. DiCarlo having some trouble here. Peterson again. 15 to shoot. Oh, what a no-look feed, you're kidding. And they're one goal away from tying the all-time high in goals for a game for the Portagers.
Great pass there. These Portagers just showing off their skill that they have throughout the whole team, just not even the top line, just everyone from top to bottom, just proving themselves, showing that they're a great team in this league, in the conference. They have a chance to Harvest Cup.
Good note from Charlie, 8-0 in this quarter for Chicago. It was an 8-1 second, right? Something like that. Yeah, I think it was an 8. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was 8 because it was 5-3 after the first, and then it was 11-6. Oh. No, because they were down 5-3. They were down 5-3. Yeah, so 8. Huh. I just outsmarted an Iowa graduate. How about you guys? Here goes Ruskowski. Not another wraparound. No. It's on the side of the net. They got to let Naperville play it out. Really? Oh, geez, Unk. Nice pass for Hayes in front. Good save by Larson. I don't think I have to take any more math classes. Let's hope it's that way. Williams backside just out of reach. 3:20 to go. Could just take one more shot for Chicago to find the record, or at least tie it.
Oh.
Walsh wrap around, and it's going to take more reach than that to beat Larson. Curtis will take his time. What a weird game. Smith finds history there. He ties the all-time 27 goals in a game for Chicago. And as I was just saying, how bizarre. 5-3 Naperville after the first. And the Portagers have scored 24 goals in the following 3 quarters. This is their most in a game since 2023. And here they go hungry for more. Is it going to be Zach Adelino? Flip back. Can Lockwood keep it in? No.
Any predictions, Luke, on who it's going to be?
Oh, boy. Little John Buccigross overtime challenge. I'm going to go. It's got to be Smith again, right?
Better call Paul.
If it's anything in transition, I'm going to say it's Curtis. Like, here's Curtis. Is he going to go for it? Come on. What do you got to lose, Austin? Curtis driving, backhand, waiting, and he's not going to shoot. Top 10 respect moments, I guess.
I'm going to go Paul Ruskowski to score this, the winner, or not the winner, the record.
Oh, it might have just gone away. There's 80 seconds, and now here comes Garum. Garum in a little one-on-one. That's into the netting. Should be Chicago ball. There we go. But time keeps ticking. 65 seconds and counting. It's really going to be down to the crunch here. Oh, goodness. Ruskowski just couldn't handle it, and it's just bouncing back into attacking territory. I think they're just going to let it play from there. Why not? Run out of time here. It's going to take practically a buzzer beater at this point.
The question might not even be who, it's going to be, will it happen?
What a diving try there by Walsh. Up top, Smith, save. Larson, 30 seconds to go. Might be their last possession. Smith thought about a Hail Mary pass. Will find Williams
Shot clock off
at halfway. Come on. 15 seconds. Are they going to go for the record, or are they going to hold off? I think the answer is unfortunately coming more clear. Nonetheless, it's still tied for the most goals in a game for the Chicago Portagers. And it is their most since 2023. a 9-0 fourth, a 7-4 third, an 8-1 second for Chicago after they trailed by 2 at the end of the first. There's not many 27-10 games where you can take a lot away from it and say, wow, that was cool. But that was a cool game. But that was a cool game.
Yeah, Naperville. It's not that Naperville played bad. It's just the Portagers came back. The Naperville didn't play a full game. They played 2 quarters, and then it just went away for them.
Naperville still their second best offensive showing of the season. They scored 13 against Milwaukee this past weekend. Their offense is coming to life. There's no doubt about that. But for Chicago, you see why this team is always involved in the national conversation. They're going to Iowa City August 22nd and 23rd for a chance at the national championship. There goes David Leonard. At the national championship, there goes David Leonard. Love his energy. The man crashing into the wall. Really put an exclamation point on a Chicago 27-10 win. Well, that'll do things here. Maybe not for Leonard.
He has enough energy
He
to play
goes to
another
the
game.
other side. I mean, seriously. I think he'll be ready for next weekend. Couple of games for both sides coming your way. Like we mentioned, we will have likely 3 of the 4 broadcasts for you then. But for now, Rad Gorz, my color commentator. Got Mason Nielsen on camera doing a great job. He's still working as we speak. I give credit to that. I'm going to be honest, Charlie's not. He's standing back, hands on his hips, just getting ready for us to clean up. So we will get things cleaned up here and say so long from a fun one. A 27-10 victory for the Chicago Portagers, as we will see you next weekend on the YouTube channel.